Hello, good morning, and welcome to another sofa session here in Stockholm at SIWI, the World Water Week. We're here today with three lovely ladies. We're going to be discussing a very interesting topic, which is related to women and to plumbing in Jordan. So here sitting with me today is Rawan Abu Abbass, who's the head of Media and Awareness Department at the Ministry of Water and Irrigation in Jordan. Welcome.
Nice to meet you, and nice to be here today, here in the sofa sessions. I first of all, I would like the person who is response and attend us to enjoy with you in the sofa session, and I would like also GIZ agency to give us a chance to be here today.
Wonderful. Welcome, Rawan.
Welcome.
Isra'a, Ababneh.
Yes.
Oh, there. Thank you, Isra'a, for joining us. You are a female plumber in Jordan,
Yes.
and you're a member of the Water Wise Women Plumbers Cooperative.
Yeah.
So, welcome.
You're welcome.
And then we have Hend Shdaifat.
Yeah.
Hend, you're the component manager for GIZ in Jordan.
Yes.
So, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you so
So,
much.
Thank you.
going into the matter, Rawan, why don't you share with us some contextual information on Jordan?
Okay. First of all, Jordan is located on the area hottest in the Arab region, surrounding with warm country, and it's one of the most poorest countries in the water resources, and the per capita share in Jordan is less than 100 cubic meter per year, approximately about 80 liters per day.
Okay.
Is less than about 10% of the poverty line, approved by international organizations. Okay, if we talking about the populations in the Jordan, about regard to the figures from the statistic department in the kingdom, in 2015 the population is reached about 9.5 millions, but now in 2019 is reached about 11 million. The reason because immigration, the process, and refugees, and the growth rate from 2015 until to this time is 5.3%.
Okay.
Okay. We are now we want to talk about the water situation in the Jordan.
Yes.
If you want to know more information, the balance between water demand and the availability of the water is less than 400 million cubic meter.
Okay.
We're talking about 95% of the population in Jordan served with water, and 63% of the population served with sanitation service, and the Ministry of Water and Irrigation do a hard work to raise this percentage to 70%
Okay.
in the next years.
Okay.
Okay.
And what about, I think this is quite a good overview of Jordan. Now, what about the current role of women in Jordan?
We now have an educational system equal and balance the process between young men and the males. Jordan boasts a highly educated female population with an potential to advance Jordan economic, social, and political development. Sizable gap existed for women between constitutional right and acceptable social norm.
I see.
And traditional expectations and cultural restraint continues to limit women advancement, and Jordan has one of the lowest rate of women economic participant in the world.
I see.
Yeah.
And what about plumbing in Jordan?
Plumbing subject is if we can talking about it, it's conducted from many years in Jordan, but woman has indulged in this process since 2011. And this subject to woman enter to this subject as a resistant for the cultural and norms, and now we have give certifications and for vocational educations for this woman, and now we can moving from house to house easily and do a hard work in the our association.
Okay, so let's learn about the initiative.
Yeah.
So Hend, how can you describe the initiative to us? What is it?
The initiative of Water Wise Plumbers started, as Rawan said, in 2011. It was just a small training for women to teach them how to reduce water leakage inside houses.
Okay.
But later on, this concept was developed more in more comprehensive and holistic approach to teach women how to be agent of change.
Okay.
Women are the main owners of the water management inside the houses, and it was really a great idea to teach women how to do water management at the household level. Also, women are the responsible for the next generation, so they can work as really agent of change for the new generation and teach them of more sustainable water management. They can raise children based on how to use water efficiently. So the whole Water Wise Plumber initiative was based on reduce water leakages inside the houses, then train women as agent of change in the society, but also a very approach was adapted through Water Wise Plumber, that women in less economically society, they can get more jobs because in rural area in Jordan, women are offered less jobs and they are less economically stable. So through the Water Wise Women initiative, women are empowered and they can participate in the economic and they can have jobs in these areas.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
So, just to get an overview of the initiative, which are the main actors in the initiative and which are the roles?
Yeah. For Water Wise Women initiative, the idea itself, it was raised or adopted by Ministry of Water and Irrigation, and it was supported by BMZ, the German Ministry of Economic, through GIZ, the German cooperation in Jordan, and they thought that let us try this approach, and through cooperation with vocational training education in Jordan, we did a lot of training and certification for our trainees, and our certificate is the certificate they get. It's certified certificate through the accreditation unit in Jordan, quality assurance and accreditation unit, and this certificate is recognized almost in all the Arab region because they are part of this higher council of vocational education in the Arab region. So our trainees, they obtain this certificate and they can work inside Jordan or outside Jordan based on this certificate.
I see. So now we discuss the actors and the stakeholders. What about the beneficiaries? Who are the beneficiaries of this initiative?
Yeah. As I said before, GIZ is targeting hosting communities. Hosting communities means that areas where most refugees came into. As Rawan said, we received recently, in maybe 3 to 4 years, more than 1 million refugees in Jordan. So the idea is to support refugees and Jordanian citizens in this area. So we train both women, Jordanian women and Syrian refugees, and we are targeting these beneficiaries. So we do both women and men in the project, but the focus is more in training women for, as I said before, like for their participation in the water management and even empowering them in these societies.
Wonderful.
So yeah, this is the beneficiaries we are targeting in the project.
Okay, and what about results? Can you show any data on this? Any results? Can you share it with us?
Yeah, definitely. Since 2000, the initial idea started in 2011, but it was like a small or a pilot project.
Yep.
We trained only 7 women on that project, but since 2015 until 2019, we trained around 282 women, and half of them are, 30% of them are Syrian refugees. And from these women we initiated the Water Wise Plumber Cooperative, which my colleagues Isra'a is part of it, and they have now 38 members in this cooperative. Also, we have different branches of this cooperative. We have in different governorates where the bulk of refugees are located to support Jordanian also, as I said, and refugees. We have graduates who established their own businesses as startup businesses. We have 3 ladies who started their own plumbing companies, and they are really working in the sector. So I would say that more than 150 women from which we trained are really working in the plumbing. Other are just doing like freelance from their houses. So this is mainly the achievement until 2019.
Wonderful. Thank you, Hend. So, Isra'a, my expectation is that you will tell us more about, the field work. Yes, and plumbing. So, you're one of the plumbing women.
Yeah.
How did you meet Water Wise Women?
Actually, I was encouraged by my uncle to join the vocational training center to take this opportunity in plumbing. At first, I thought it's a hard or bad decision to join this kind of job because it seems like need power or hard.
Yeah.
But then I changed my opinion about it.
Then you changed your opinion.
Yeah.
So, what was the situation of you and your family at that time when you joined the program?
Okay. I got married, then divorced, with 2 kids. I live with my mother after my father passed away. So I was in a need for a job to have income and a resource of money for a better life for all of us.
I see. And you saw this as an opportunity?
Yeah, this is a great opportunity.
Okay, so once you got into this initiative, what did you learn from it?
At the beginning, I felt it's a bad decision.
A bad decision, yeah.
Yeah, because it seems like a hard job. But during the training, actually after 2 weeks, it seems like really a great training because I thought it's need a physical. Because already I studied physical education, bachelor degree, but I thought it's need a hard work or power. But during the second week, it seems like it's more technical than physical job.
I see. Mm-hmm. And so, what sort of things did you learn?
Actually, it's fixed a lot of things in our houses, or it's like a job.
Okay.
And I can get money from it, and it's really great.
Wonderful.
That I have in source. Yeah.
Okay, so any message that you would like to convey to other women in Jordan in your same situation?
Okay. Actually, women can do anything. Mm-hmm. Just we wait for the chance to to stand and show men that we are good as they are, and sometimes even more. And really, this job it's we can earn money good, and actually I engaged in many projects.
Yeah.
And now I'm one of the member of the Wise Women Cooperative. So the message is women can do anything, and we can stand against of the shame of against the shame of the job. So we can be a woman plumber and do what we want.
I see. Hend, going back to you, you were just mentioning before we started that you're getting lots of requests to expand this program and this initiative.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about this?
Yeah, definitely. The idea, I think, of Water Wise Plumbers was one of a kind, because it's like introducing women in an occupation that men has dominated for many, many years. So in Jordan, before 2011, you would never ever hear of a woman plumber working in this sector. It's really hard, and it's the. I think one of our focus was like also to, just to give the woman the chance, just to try with them. I knew that it might be really hard to introduce such such a new occupation in areas like Jordan. And in the project we really targeted very rural area, restricted areas where people are really like have this culture of shame that women are only allowed to work as teachers or as nurses, but not really to work in an occupation that masculine or needs more physical and to go outside their houses. So the approach really proved that women, as Isra'a said, if you give them the chance, they can do everything. They might be better than men in these type of jobs. Through a lot of media campaigns and through a lot of journalists who came to Jordan just to focus on women plumber, I think the idea spread all over the countries, and we got a lot of requests from Iraq, Morocco, South Africa, that they want to copy the same approach that we are doing in Jordan. And recently we got a request to adopt the same approach in Syria. So we had a meeting with some NGOs that would like to adopt the same approach in Syria and to teach women, because they thought that this approach was proved to be really successful, and women are really doing a great job in this sector. And in Syria now they are in need for like people to build the country again. Yes. So they were coming to us to seek like more women trainers to go back to Syria and to do such training. So even the approach that we adopted was not like just giving them a training and then we leave them. We followed up after that. So we give the training, we graduate them, we make sure that our graduate gets like a license to work in this sector for Syrian refugees, because they are not allowed to work in Jordan without a work permit. We help them also to get this work permits to work legally in Jordan. And then afterward, we follow up with them with more of soft skills training. We follow up with them with more like training on how to be a business owner, how to issue your birth certificate, because as I said, also our targeted group is more in vulnerable areas, and they most of the women are not educated. For us, Isra'a has a bachelor degree, but it's not the case for all our trainees. So the whole approach was based in an holistic approach. We try to grab all aspects, and we try to improve these women in different aspects. So I think our approach is really clear, and we have even we developed training material which really adapt the physical and like understanding of women, and this training material can be translated to different languages, and they can be adopted by different countries. Because I think for plumbing, it's all over the world. Women are like not really present in this sector, and in many countries they would never hear about a woman plumber.
Yeah.
So
in this sense, and why you were just mentioning that in some cases women can perform this job better than men. Yeah. Why is this? Can you give us some examples?
Yeah, definitely. Now. Part of our training that we give women like to be really agent of change. So we teach them how to do water awareness. So the woman is not only going to fix a broken tap, only then she just leave. but she has the chance to teach the other women inside the house how to do, like, more about water awareness in Jordan, because I think in Jordan we are counting each drop because our situation is really it's like the fourth poorest country in the water resources, and we really depend on each drop. So teaching the household wife how to take care of the water, even teaching her how to install water saving devices, or how to fix the the leakages by herself. So by this they are performing better than men. And in Jordan we have a culture that men are not allowed to enter other houses without like a presence of another man inside these houses. So if you call a plumber to your house, I cannot talk to the plumber directly. I have to deliver the message to my husband or my brother, then he has to deliver the message to the plumber, and it gets lost in between. So in this case, women are performing well because they can speak to the owner. The woman is, as I said before, she's the one responsible for managing the water inside the houses. And we also teach our plumbers how to leave the house clean and as they enter. And I think this is also something very unique because they clean everything, they make everything as they left it. They do not leave a mess after them. So it's kind of that, like, very soft skills or very neat things that they can perform better than men in this sector.
Wonderful. I think it's a brilliant idea, and for what you're saying, it's working well. Isra'a, one last time, would you like to convey the same message again to our audience? So what would you like them to learn from you?
Same as I said, women can do everything they want, and they are strong, they are brave. They just need a courage to stand. And these jobs or these plumbing, it's not need a power or
physical strength.
Physical, it's just technique, and really it's a good job.
Wonderful. Going back to Hend and to close then, where can people find more information on this initiative, and what would you like people in our audience here and online to learn from this initiative?
First, where they can find more information, I think if you just Google Water Wise Plumber Jordan, they could find a lot of articles, videos, and interviews with our female plumbers. On GIZ Jordan website, they can find more about information about the project and how they could contact us. Also, we brought with us some promotion material for Water Wise Plumbers, where they can find the website of the Water Wise Plumbers. They can contact them. They can see their activities, what they are doing really on the ground through their website. And last thing to say, or to take out of this session, that I do believe that women just need a support to stand up and to give them the chance to work, to prove themselves. This sector, really, we faced a lot of problem even to start with the project, and a lot of people did not accept the idea very well. And if you prove with one or we tried first with 20 women, and we proved that this is a successful approach, and women can really work as a plumber. So what I'm saying, that women can enter any field, they just need the support, and women should not be left out of the water management cycle. They are really the main owner inside the houses, and we really depend on their management system and teaching the next generation for better water management and behavior. So I do believe that as Isra'a said, that women just need the to push them to stand, to give them the chance, and they will prove that they can do, and they can enter any sector.
Wonderful. I think it's a wonderful story and a wonderful message to all of us. So thank you very much, Rawan, for joining us. Thank you very much, Hend.
Thank you so
much. And thank you very much, Isra'a.
Thank you.
And the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I will see you next in our next sofa session, and I wish you a good day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.